In this video, we will go over the 144,000 light seeds roll right now with brief recaps on why they descended and anchored the sapphire seed, current ascension energy updates pertaining to the Earth's grid and inner sun, and we will end the video going over the 144 Seraphim teachings from the Emerald Tablets 144 Divine Pymander under the Tablet 8 section. Feel free to skip the video by clicking the blog link in the description below. There is a beam of light emitting through the oceans right now from the inner Earth sun. It holds the key for remapping the human template into a pure state of perfected harmony with all of Earth's kingdoms. It involves complete reprogramming of the old programs that you used to align yourself with, as well as remapping of the human body. This beam of light was anchored via select incarnated souls who, through their very own awakening of angelic DNA upgrades, have infused a heat within the Earth's internal diamond grid system. This can be likened to you turning the thermostat up to a hotter degree in your house. The house that you live in is Earth, but also your own physical body. The rise in temperature creates a beam of light within a group of incarnated souls who collectively are the 144 key to opening the solar ascension gateway. It is their beam collectively that will escort other souls. This beam of light is the pearlescent rainbow bridge that ascending souls will use to transport through the solar gateway stream, the very stream that is the halls of Amenti. The folklore of eating from the tree of knowledge was created to help pass along the teaching of the primordial Christos creation, descending from the pearl garden of the heavens to those of the earth. In the early stages of creation, many vessels were crafted. However, none were fully able to anchor the Christos light. These are the creation of the 12 solar tribes that descended from the garden by way of the sun. When they first arrived, their form illuminated in shimmering rays of light like the sun. These are the souls that are the purest among creation because they were seated by the holy sapphires. They are the emanation of the blue flame, the very sword of Archangel Michael. As they descend, it is the vibrational waves of 3,600-year cycles. Every 3,600 years, a new wave descends upon your plane to assist in anchoring the sapphire light. Before the material worlds were formed, a seed from the very holy fire was planted within the unseen. This holy seed placed below a sacred waterfall of holy light. This light feeds the seed until it forms the sacred tree. It is from this tree that immortal seeds of light intended to come into a physical life formed are birthed. These were taught in times of antiquity as the sacred fruits upon the tree of life. When these fruits ripen, they are prepared for an incarnation of an earthly vessel. Each of these fruits are the souls designed for an earthly expansion, and housed within them is a blue cosmic sapphire seed. It is this light united that forms the blue thread within the shadows of the night, meaning all of their sparks combine. It was during the event of the shattering vessels that we teach in the Shekinah Codex that the organic elixir of light sparks and dark sparks started to intermingle. This caused new life forms, worlds, and timelines to become birthed. This caused a domino effect within all realms of creation. It was then that the newly formed divine mandates were ordained. The ordained mandate for this universal structure is the Melchizedek mandate. It is during this mandate that the original light seeds created were to enter this universe to help seed the original light codes. These are the codes from the holy sapphires, the same essence that the sacred tree was born from. Within each of those light seeds are the organic keys, the blueprints for Earth. Earth is not just this one sphere, but we speak here in code. It is upon this divine tree that 12,000 branches are created. And upon each of the 12,000 branches or 12,000 fruits that will ripen and descend upon the kingdoms of earth. This is the total of the 144,000 light seeds created by Divine as the primordial man, Adam Kamon. It is these 144,000 light seeds that travel throughout this universal structure to anchor that sapphire light known as the Christos. By anchoring this light into the inorganic grids, it is helping to then mend the organic one. The moment that light enters your crown chakra, it illuminates all four limbs of the human body. This is denoted by the famous five-pointed star. When this light from the body then extends out of the Earth Star chakra, it will then extend into her very own crystalline heart. It is denoted then by a six-pointed star. It is in that moment that the incarnated one becomes a star seated upon the earth. This was the original and true meaning of the term star seed. A star is a term used by us, the angels, to denote your angelic essence beyond the material veil. You descended a spark of this very essence into the earthly worlds as a seed of your immortality. A star is a fiery sun. This is the Son of God that you all are. As these masters escort the souls that will be ascending, I want you to visualize the ascending souls as water drops in the river of life. While the escorting souls are the current that creates the force in the flow of this very river. It is through their movement that the select water drops of these soul sparks will become left behind in different places along the cosmic river. We, the Seraphim, view this river as the sapphire sword of light, flowing through time-space. Does this very holy fire vest the power of the breath of life, formless yet formed by particles of the light-giving light, the firstborn sun that emits from the tip of this very blade. This sword is the word. It simply is existence, anointed upon the material planes you call earth. You see its embers as stars in the sky that represent different compartmentalized events within eternity that you label as realities, dimensions, and frame fields of physicality. Returning to our teachings in the Emerald Tablets under Tablet 9, verse 17. Space is filled with concealed ones, for space is divided by time. Seek ye the key to the time-space, and ye shall unlock the gate. Know ye that throughout the time-space, consciousness surely exists. Though from our knowledge it is hidden, yet still forever exists. What this means is the concealed spaces of consciousness are the very firmaments that bind the cycles of times, which are planes of consciousness that you have realities in. Please reference the book as well as the image on your screen of time and space and the bridges in between. Time-space was created to create order within eternity. You have the power to flow into them as if walking down a hallway and entering rooms of your choice. Each floor level within a building is a degree of a certain dimension. Each room has a timeline and existence upon that degree. Within you is the very master key that gives you access to them all. In physics, the particles of the mighty sword are known as tachyonic particles, classified as faster-than-light particles because they are inconsistent with the laws of physics. They are essential in transforming matter into a higher state of existence, such as escorting you from one dimension to another. They do this by way of an inversion of atoms into a new atomic substance not yet known to man. This transformation is imperative for one to pass fully through the very halls that amend time. Some I found who had conquered the ether, free of space were they while yet they were men, using the force that is the foundation of all things. Far in space constructed they a planet, drawn by the force that flows through the all. condensing the ether into forms that grew as they willed, outstripping in science they all of the races, mighty in wisdom, son of the stars. In this verse, he speaks of masters who have traversed the astral veils. They use the very light of the light that flows through them to create worlds at will. They use the very light force, the Shekinah, the breath of life, to open black holes in spaces within spaces. These are the lambs as white as snow that we teach in the 144 Pro Code books. What he means by outstripping in science is using knowledge and a force that is way beyond science. It preludes that which preludes the very foundations of science. Trying to decode existence with a scientific lens will not get you very far. The foundations of science is trying to decode that which resides within the walls of time by way of structure and behavioral patterns. These foundations are the bellies of the shadows, and that is not the pathway to understanding life. Like Nikola Tesla said, the day science begins to study non-physical phenomena, it will make more progress in 1 decade than all of the previous centuries of existence ever did. And this is why the Emerald Tablets have not been able to be decoded until the Seraphim brought it forth now. These particles of light emit from the very lily of Archangel Gabriel onto the walls of time. The 144,000 are the very key holders of this new earth blueprint written in the book of life. They receive these particles as pearl dewdrops from the lily via their pillar of light. This dew dissipates as diamond and pearlescent light codes within their light body. They hold the keys that ignite and activate these codes for them to then be transferred into the Earth's grid via their Earth star chakras. This dew then filters into her inner sun star. And we brought forth this information in the Pro Code book. You can also reference the complete teaching under the video that you see linked below. The intense surge of power through the crystalline grid is going to allow those who are in alignment with the highest frequency bandwidth to then ascend and be carried away with this river of light into a newer sun star or reality star of existence. It is because this energy has been built at such a rapid rate since 2018 going into 2020, which is why the sun became white in 2020, that the intensity of transmutation and transformation within self has been at an all-time high. The higher essence of select incarnates know that this beam is about to take place, and it has been guiding these lower incarnate essences to rapidly transform within, so that the incarnate will have a consciousness within this expanded bandwidth that can absorb the frequency like a raft tossed into the water to capture the person who is barely holding their head above water within the realm of the night. This is the intensity everyone is feeling. This is why so many feel as if they are constantly dying. This is also why crystals from the water are incredibly important right now, especially aquamarine. And this is why I was guided to make this mala that you see upon your screen. During this transition through the arc halls, soul sparks are encoded with light codes that allow them to safely pass through the tachyonic particles that are at the gate of a black hole without combustion. This is an alchemical process that carries a new emanation of the earth and souls that are of this higher frequency to safely move as one through the sun gate, where they will then reunite with Venus and then exit the sun gate of this system to enter the central galactic one. The same process will occur again, meaning some will depart off the train ride and others will continue to ascend unto the universal sun gate. The next stage from that is what we go over in the Emerald Tablets, where the starry nights become knighted by the Grail kings and queens to then pass through the light hall and into the aeon of day as the assembly of salvation returning home from the Melchizedek order mission. Let us now review the 144 teachings from Tablet 8 to see how this relates to the current ascension and the energies that you are experiencing. Verse 4. Hear ye these words of wisdom. Hear ye and make them thine own. Find in them the formless. Find ye the key to beyond. Mystery is but hidden knowledge. Knowing ye shall unveil. Find the deep buried wisdom and be master of darkness and light. In this verse, he speaks how this wisdom is in you all. Once again, he is speaking of your divinity because you are of the 144. Verse 5. Deep are the mysteries around thee, hidden the secrets of old. Search through the keys of my wisdom. Surely shall ye find the way. The gateway to power is secret, but he who attains shall receive. Look to the light, O my brother. Open and ye shall receive. Press on through the valley of darkness. Overcome the dweller of night. Keep ever thine eyes of the light plane, and thou shalt be one with the light. In this verse, he speaks of the key hidden within you all. He speaks of the gateway of wisdom. This is the God portal of power hidden within you all. There you will discover the king's chamber we teach in the tablets. Overlit is it by the light-giving light of the light. Verse 6. Man is in process of changing to forms that are not of this world. Grows he in time to the formless, a plane on the cycle above. Know ye must become formless before ye are one with the light. List ye, O man, to my voice, telling of pathways of light, showing the way of attainment, when ye shall be one with the light. In this verse, he speaks how man is shifting into the next sphere of evolution, a place where he steps into his divinity and sits on his very own throne as a child of the sun. Verse 7. Search ye the mysteries of earth's heart. Learn of the law that exists, holding the stars in their balance by the force of the primordial mist. In this verse, he speaks of going into your very own earthly heart to discover the law of one. The stars, remember, are who you are and who you are destined to become. You are an illuminated child of the light, sent here to guide others lost in the night because you are a starry, illuminated night. Verse 8. Seek ye the flame of the earth's life. Bathe in the glare of its flame. Follow the three-cornered pathway until thou too art aflame. In this verse, he speaks of going into your king's chamber, the very pineal gland that resides within the three-cornered pyramid of your mind scepter. This is your mind space. Here you will discover the mystery of all mysteries. You can reference the book for more understanding of your chamber system. Verse 9. Speak thou in words without voice to those who dwell down below. Enter the blue litten temple and bathe in the fire of all life. In this verse, he is referring to the act of communing with your own spiritual guides and those of the very light council. The blue litten temple is the three-cornered pyramid, the abode of your own king's chamber. This is the light of the sapphire flame. This is the Shekinah, the pathway of the blue flaming sword, the very Excalibur that we teach in the tablets, that anoints you as the king of your throne. It is the fire of all life because the Shekinah is the very breath of life. It is only by way of it that you can become boundless and break free the chains that bind you to the night. Verse 10. Know, O man, thou art complex, a being of earth and of fire. Let thy flame shine out brightly. Be thou only the fire. In this verse, he speaks that you are a spiritual being in an earthly vessel. Use this power of your own internal flame and burn away the cage of flesh that binds you in illusion. Become formless by the power of your light. Verse 11. Wisdom is hidden in darkness, when lit by the flame of the soul. Find thou the wisdom and be lightborn. a son of the light without form. Seek thee ever more wisdom. Find in it the heart of the flame. Know that only by striving and light pour into that brain. Now have I spoken with wisdom. Listen to my voice and obey. Tear open the veils of the darkness. Shine a light on the way. It is only when you ignite the very spark that's inside of you will you be shown what you never knew was there. Just as lightning does during a dark night, it will show you what you are, which is a son of the sun. Allow the light of your essence to drip, drip, drip into your brain by way of your own pillar of light. Allow it to overlight your mind, that pyramid that is within you, that illuminates what you never knew was there, and awaken your very own king essence from his slumber of sleep. Remember, before a king can become anointed, he first must be born. The rattle you feel within you is the glory birthing inside of you.